Hello and welcome to my channel, your maths and science tutor again. So today we are going to study about one of the most important chapter in mathematics since grade second a student has to study. And the name of the topic is reciprocal. So to start with, I want to share you that what is a reciprocal and how we can find out the reciprocal of a given number, be it fraction, be it rational number, be it a decimal, be it a negative numbers. We will study each and everything in this particular video. And finally, I will try to give some questions based on reciprocal that a student used to suffer. So without wasting time, let's start. What is reciprocal? What is a reciprocal? Reciprocal is very simple to understand, right? I want to tell you one thing. Before understanding the concept of reciprocal, I want to give you an insight about a fraction. If I do write A by C, so students, do let me know what does this mean here. The number at the top is called as numerator and number at the bottom is called as denominator. This is what fraction mean, right? This is denominator, which is at the bottom, and this is numerator, which is at the top. Okay, everyone knows about that. So this is the concept based on reciprocal I am going to deal with you. Right now I have written fraction, so don't understand that it is totally related to fraction. It is something else. It is something else, right? Let's try to understand what does this mean, reciprocal. So A over C is being written over here. So once we are going to find out the reciprocal of this fraction, because A over C is a fraction over here, right? What we are going to do now, we are going to just interchange the numerator and denominator. I mean to say the numerator and denominator, they both get interchanged. They both get interchange, right? Try to understand what does this mean here. So in this question of A over C, which is a fraction here, A is the numerator and C is the denominator. So what's going to happen in terms of reciprocal? This C will go at the top and this A will come at the bottom. This is what interchanging means. I mean, numerator will take the position of denominator and denominator will take the position of numerator. So what is the reciprocal of this fraction A over C is getting concerned? It's C over A, right? So this is what about the fraction we have understood over here. So I am writing a fraction in this box and I will just tell you how we can find out the reciprocal. Like for example, if I write 5 over 4, okay? So the numerator over here is 5 and the denominator over here is 4. So what is going to be the reciprocal of this particular fraction? So 4 will go at the top, which is at the numerator, and 5 is going to come at the bottom, which is at the denominator. So this is 4 over 5 is going to be the reciprocal of 5 over 4. In the same way, let's do some examples based on the whole numbers, right? If someone going to ask you like, what is the reciprocal of 1? What is the reciprocal of 1? So students, you know that any number, any whole number or any natural number, whatever it is, we can write it in the form of divided by 1. It is not going to make any sense, right? It is the same one, right? So 1 can be written as 1 over 1. So reciprocal of 1 is same. Many teachers and faculties in your institution or universities, they may ask you like to take a test like, what is the number whose reciprocal is the number itself? So you're going to say that this is 1. 1 is the number whose reciprocal is 1. I mean, they are same. 1 is the number whose reciprocal is same. 1 is the number whose reciprocal is same. See here, it's 1. Okay, so this is the most important thing about that. In fact, if I am talking about the reciprocal of whole numbers, let's take an example of another whole number, which is the most important, which is small. In fact, the smallest whole number. So reciprocal of a smallest whole number is 0, right? So it means 0 is 0 over 1, right? And what going to be the result of reciprocal? This one will go at the top and this 0 will come at the bottom. This is what reciprocal means all about. It is going to be 1 over 0. And as students, see here, anything divided by 0, anything divided by 0 doesn't make any sense. Till your standard, I want to tell you that anything divided by 0, you should say that it is undefined. Okay? It is undefined. So what is the reciprocal of 0 if anyone want to ask you like? So you will say that it is undefined. So till now we have studied about the positive numbers over here. We have studied about positive numbers. Let's do negative numbers. For example, if I do write reciprocal of -4, reciprocal of -4. So what I have told you that any number can be written in the form of number divided by 1. So this -4 can be written as -4 over 1. So what's going to happen in reciprocal? This one will go at the top and this 4 will come at the bottom. It's 1 over -4. And one more thing, very, very important thing I want to share with you students. It's 1 over -4. It's same as -1 over 4. If we have same numerator and denominator and the negative sign may lie in numerator and denominator, then they seem to be the same. They don't have the different values. They are same. Okay. In the same way, let's write another example of a negative fraction. If I do want to write like reciprocal of -3 over 4. So here we are having a negative sign at the numerator and denominator is positive. So first of all, what you have to do, you just have to write negative anywhere in the numerator and denominator and interchange the numerator and denominator numerically. So 3 is the numerator, it's going to come at the bottom, and 4 is the denominator, it's going to come at the top. So it will come 4 at the top and 3 in the bottom. Either you can write the negative sign here in the numerator, or you can write 4 over -3. So this is all about the conditions of reciprocal of a fractional number in case of positive fraction and negative fraction. See, one more question about decimal I am going to represent in front of you. For example, I can write like reciprocal of 4.38. This is a decimal number, right? This is a decimal number. So what is going to be the reciprocal? It's very simple. 4.38 is going to be written as 4.38 over 1. So in case of reciprocal, what's going to happen? This will become interchangeable. Like 1 will go at the top and 4.38 will come at the bottom. Just live with another type of operations over here. But to be honest, it is going to be the correct answer, right? So now this is the case of reciprocal. For example, in a quick way, if I do want to give you number fraction called c by b, right? And I want to know what is the reciprocal over here, c by b. So very simple, it's going to be b by c, right? It will go top and it will go at the bottom, right? If number is negative, so don't forget to retain the negative sign in the reciprocal also. Last but not the least in this video, I want to share with you guys that is the most important formula and see what it is. Don't forget to remember it. It can be number times its reciprocal, okay? Number times its reciprocal, we are going to get 1 as the product, right? It means that if I do write any number called 5, okay? And if I want to multiply it with reciprocal, so what is the reciprocal of this 5 over here? As I have told you, 5 is 5 over 1. So its reciprocal is going to be 1 over 5, okay? Just see here. This is going to give you 1 as your final answer. So just remember one thing, that if you are multiplying any number, any fraction, times its reciprocal, you are going to get 1 as your final product. For example, just take an example of fraction like 3 over 4 times 4 over 3. This is going to give you 1 as your final answer. See here, 4 times 4 getting cancelled, right? And 3 times 3 getting cancelled. And 3 over 4, what is the reciprocal of 3 over 4? It's 4 over 3, what I have written over here, right? So this is the best thing regarding the reciprocal, that you have to remember this formula. Number times reciprocal is going to give you 1, okay? So people may ask you, or any teacher may give you assignment and questions like 5 over 9 times what? They will give you box and they will tell you to fill in the blanks with proper fraction over there. It's going to give you 1. So what you have seen here, two fractions are getting multiplied and their product is going to be 1, right? So how it is possible? You can get 1 as a product only when both the numbers or both the fractions of both the decimal numbers are reciprocal of one another. So for this, 5 over 9, you're going to write 9 over 5, which is the reciprocal. And just see here, they are getting cancelled and you will get 1 as a final answer. In the same way, if I do write minus 3 over 2 times what? I mean, you have to fill in the blanks in the box, right? And it's going to give you 1. So you can easily understand how to do this. It's negative 3 over 2 times something is going to give you 1. But as you have to take 1 as a product, so obviously the two numbers must be reciprocal of one another. And in reciprocal, if negative sign is there in the number, you have to maintain that negative sign. So it's negative 3 over here. So just maintain negative sign over here. And 3 over 2 will become 2 over 3. You can just cancel them out like this. 2 times 2, it's negative, negative. It's actually negative 1 over here and it's negative 1 here over here. So negative 1 times negative 1, it will give you positive 1, and which is what the product is all about. So this was all about the reciprocal. What we have studied about what is reciprocal, how to find out the reciprocal, how to find out the reciprocal of 1, 0, any number, natural number, or even number, prime number, whatsoever it is, how to find out the reciprocal of a fraction, positive fraction, negative fraction, right? And how to find out the reciprocal of decimal numbers. And there is one of the most important rule about reciprocal is this: number times its reciprocal is going to give you 1 as the product. So that's all for this video right now. Once we come to the next video with another lecture, till then, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe this channel along with the bell icon, so that once I upload the new video, it will reach you at the earliest. Thank you.